Not every beginner trader knows this thing called trade management, because before I learned about this trade management, I lost a lot. If you're a forex trader, make sure you watch this video. Just give me 1 minute of your time. There's something I want to talk about, which is trade management. You see this thing called trade management. Not every beginner trader knows this thing called trade management, because before I learned about this trade management, I lost a lot. You understand? So trade management is as crucial, is as important, is as essential as risk management, because you might know how to calculate your risk, but at the same time, if you don't know how to manage that trade, when you start taking trades, you might still end up losing a lot of trades. You understand? So trade management is very important. When you enter that trade, your decision making before you take that trade, let's say you enter a trade, you're risking $100, for example. You enter a trade and the trade is in profits. You are risking $100. You've seen $50 in profit. You've seen $70 in profit. Now the trade will now reverse, hit your stop loss and take you out and still go your direction. It happens a lot in the market. You understand? So when you take a trade, you're risking $100, for example. If I see 50% of my risk, the way I do it, if I see 50% of my risk, I'm risking $100 and I see $15 in profit, I'm going to trade my stop loss. Meaning, for those that don't understand trailing stop, meaning I'm going to move my stop loss into profits, or I'm going to break even. You understand? I'm going to move my stop loss into profits, or I am going to break even. Meaning, whatever happens with that trade, I'm going to lose just small, or I'm going to leave that trade without profits. Do you understand? But I'm not going to lose anything. So trade management is as crucial as risk management. Very, very important. Your decision making before you take that trade and where you are on that trade, it is very important. That's why whenever you're expecting a setup, you should be able to plan that trade before that setup happens. Do you get so that you don't get to start panicking, start making nonsense decision while that trade is playing out. Do you get so? I just wanted to share this on here. Peace.